All right, I'm gonna hit you with another one. Keeping in the Marvel universe, and this one for me is one of those circumstances where you'll hear it and you think, "Wait, is he a sidekick? Is he a supplement? Is he a replacement?" And that's War Machine. Now I've got to
Ooh.
say, you and I had, I don't remember if it was a private conversation or if we were talking on air, but when we were talking, or maybe I was talking to somebody else. Maybe do I even know you?
Who?
So I I was talking about Venom. So had just seen the movie. I think it was you, but anyway, seeing the movie instantly. The movie aside, that's a whole different thing. But instantly, I morphed back to child version of myself when I was actively collecting on a week by week basis Secret Wars from the around the corner shop, and the first time that Venom showed up, that was all well and good. In Secret Wars, Marvel's got to do it in one way or another. They've got to figure out how to process that. But all those characters, unbelievable. But um, in addition to the actual real appearance of Venom, the black suit for Spider-Man, um, one of the main things that stuck on my mind about Secret Wars is that was not Tony Stark running around in the Iron Man armor for Secret Wars. It was, in fact, who we know as War Machine. And at this stage, again, most people do know him from the cinematic turn, um, but as a character, would you even consider him really Iron Man's sidekick? They do fight literally side by side on more occasions than once. They've thrown hands against each other. Certainly they've worn each other's armors. But would you consider him in that sidekick category?
I think it's the almost opposite of what we were saying about Jay and Silent Bob. I think there might be times where Iron Man's ego gets the best of him, and he would say that all the members of the Avengers are his sidekick.
Oh,
But no, I don't think Rhodey is a sidekick. I think Rhodey is truly a peer. The to go on a left turn in the nerdy world, they're like Power Rangers. There's like a leader of the team. Tony kind of leads the Avengers, but I would not put Rhodey as a sidekick in any capacity,
all
and
right.
not just because he's worn the red and gold.
Sure, but not. And again, this isn't. I'm not playing devil's advocate here, or trying to debate you just to kind of get opinions out of you or anything like that. But one could argue that he is, oh, that he's taking someone else's girlfriend to the prom because that armor without Tony around to provide it. What is what's my boy Jim Rhodes?
I'll 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 tell you exactly who he is. He's a lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps.
Sure. Well, that's all well and good, but there's more than one of those. So then, are you saying that he defaults to one of several 100,000, or whatever the real whatever the real numbers are? As to me, as War Machine, the fact that Iron Man gives him so much running room on his own and doesn't just show up with a suitcase full of armor and say, "Oh, here you go, buddy. I need you to help me out." I think that's a testament to Tony's goodwill and generosity. Because without Tony Stark, without the original Iron Man, there is no War Machine.
Let me ask you this though. Again, going little bit left of center. If Prince Adam never got the sword of Eternia, do you think he still would have found his way into being a hero?
Hell no.
You don't
I
think
think it
so?
would be a purple and pink wearing little biatch forever.
I think
No,
in a
the
world
sword.
without Tony, I think Rhodes still is a Marine. I think he goes on to find a place working with Shield, and I think at bare minimum he finds himself in a Nick Fury like
I mean
position.
that could be because to me, um, a War Machine, James Rhodes, without Tony Stark is, he's Falcon. You know what I mean? So like you can give him tech, and he'll use tech. To him at least, it's just another, it's just another piece of equipment for making, no pun intended, for making war. That's the method in which he uses. If you gave him Falcon's wings, or if you gave him Captain America's shield,
So
it's
are
like
you
they
coming
said in
around to
the
my side?
no. I'm saying it's like, when you say, just like they said in The Departed, when you're a real musician, you say, "Give me a fucking tuba, I'll get something out of it." No, I think that he can utilize whatever you hand him. So the fact that he is who he is in the military capacity, yeah, sure, he's a hero, but I think he's squarely Tony's sidekick because he's using Tony's shit. If you took that away from him, I'm not saying he's not a hero, so to speak, because of it, but I'm saying he's not Iron Man level.
So, but does that make the Power Rangers Zordon sidekicks? Without them, they're just teens with attitude.
Nah, I mean they do have bad attitudes. That's true. No, that's a different thing
Why? It's
altogether
just them
because
using weapons.
yeah, but Zordon is more so their benefactor than their running buddy. Zordon's not out there leading the team, whereas Tony is. Tony's in the forefront. And you know what? Uh, I can I'd back Tony up and say that most of the Avengers, not all, but most absolutely are his sidekicks, whatever they're wearing.
I love that you're supporting the fictional statement I gave my boy Tony Stark.
Yeah, Team Tony for life.
Make sure you are going to our SoundCloud. We are on iTunes. Please rate, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, do all that stuff so we can keep this free goodness coming to you week after week. Again, the social medias are all read US Comics. Go to our website as well. We had a great time in New York Comic Con. We'll talk more about that next week. For John Rivera, the CEO, I am Charlie Rivera, and we will see you next comic book day.
Peace.